Okay, give me 2 minutes. We are going live. We are live. And you can see my avatar because I'm streaming right now. So we are live right now, everybody. We're recording. Let me go ahead and put the big word recording on there. Give me 2 minutes. If everybody can go ahead and invite people to come in to the space. Also, let me pin up our promo.
Yeah, sure. I'm actually inviting people and sending in different groups.
So if everybody can go ahead and tweet that out above us, that's the invite. Okay, let's go ahead and start. And then I'm going to jump into my other profile. But hi, everyone. Welcome to the Association for Women in Communication, the South Florida chapter. I'm here. My name is Tanya Schultz. I'll be joining soon as a co-host. Our secretary stepped. I don't know what she's having issues with her connection, but let's bring her back up. Dr. Janine Petre. She's our secretary to co-host. There we go. We'll bring her back up. We have a whole board of director. We have Emily Taffel, who is our communication director, and also my VP is Terry Michael. They'll be joining next week. This will be it would be our official launch. So this is our soft launch of our podcast. We've been talking about this. 5 years ago, I hosted a space for how to host your own podcast, and no one really showed up. Actually, only the reporters showed up to this event. So now here we are, 2022. We want to really start focusing on social audio. Last year, we did a couple of sessions, one for women in NFT, art, where we feature all, we had 5 different women who are from that host incredible spaces, and we did also social audio on the early days of Twitter Spaces. So that brings us now in 2022. We're planning to launch Empower Yourself Monday, every Monday, 10 a.m. If you know any projects, any women-run projects that want some kind of type of communication PR, we will. Our background is, so let me give you guys some information about who we are. So our national chapter is the Association for Women in Communications. We were founded in 1909 at University of Washington, where these 7 women came together and they formed the first women journalist newspaper. And from there, our organization has grown. We have grown to a point that we have reported in every aspect of the different wars that we've been, our members were involved in and reporting. Our members are usually classified as the I would say millennial. Now we're adding we have more Zoomers now joining us, but we're Xers, and so we have all different generation. But the number one thing that we are known for is women empowerment. We're known as the oldest women empowerment. If you think about women voting in America, think of women in communications, because it's the reason why that happened. A lot of things have happened with women behind women communication that are helping to make sure these certain things happen. So we fight quite a bit for women empowerment and equal rights. So today we bring you the Boss Girl NFT, which makes sense because this is our launch back in 2010. And then again, I've been the elected president on and off since 2008. And in 2010, I went on this whole thought of let's promote mommy bloggers. Mommy bloggers, the army of mommy bloggers should have press credentials. These mothers who are making empowerment happen at home while they're taking care of their family, wearing so many different hats. And that was in 2010. So here we were in 2021. 2021, I thought about, wow, NFT, art, women in NFT, music, anything like that reminds me of what had happened to the blogging, women in blogging. So that brings us today. So where I was looking at the Boss Girl NFT project, and I thought I really love this because This is what women do. We wear so many different hats and we talk so many different stories, but we all have stories. So again, I want to thank everyone for being here. I appreciate everyone for being. This is momentum for us because now our national chapter has realizing this happened. So we'll be sharing this today's first episode to all the chapters. So thank you so much for joining us, and we'll be able to give today's show to the Boss Girl so that the Boss Girl NFT, so they can use this for their press kit. So again, welcome, the Boss Girl NFT. Tell us a little bit about yourself and your project and your team.
Hi, thank you so much. And we're honored to be on your podcast and especially the first episode. We're honored. So, about the story, Rabia will start with a story about the boss girl and how it actually came into being. And then Alicia will tell about the team members, and I will cover up the utilities.
Hello, everyone. I hope you all are doing great. This is Rabia, and I am the content strategist and social media manager at the Boss Girls. So, talking about our project, Boss Girls is an NFT project launching a beautiful collection of NFTs to celebrate women belonging to different careers, working really hard, doing their jobs exceptionally, handling work and home together really well, but still not getting the appreciation that they deserve. No matter how hard they try, how far they go, it's just never enough. Pakistan is an Asian country, and in the Asian culture, women struggle really hard for basic rights, recognition, and respect. It is generally believed that women are supposed to stay at homes, cook, do the house chores, get married, and take care of children. Their consent in many areas, their consent is not taken when they want to get married or whom they want to get married to. The girls are taught to stay in that marriage and not utter a word, no matter the husband is abusive or he beats her or keeps her in a toxic relationship. The girls keep quiet for their parents' honor and so called societal norms. But we believe that girls are capable of doing so much in life than to just get married and bear children. But they do not get that support at homes. And even if they get that support at homes, to go out and work and do something in their lives or do whatever they want to do in their lives, they don't get equal opportunities and respect at the workplaces. Also, in many underdeveloped areas, they are locked out of education to keep them unaware of their rights and to not let them get awareness that they can take their decisions themselves. The lives of the girls are hampered by the men of the families. Their decisions are pre made and their lives are controlled. And this is how things are done from years and years. So, this is what we want to change. We at the Boss Schools want to support and empower women by helping them see the potential in themselves. We want each girl to realize that she is good enough and she has a complete right to choose what she wants to do or become in life. We want to create opportunities for women uh, and provide them with resources to fulfill all their dreams. And the most important of all, we want them to get the due respect and appreciation that they deserve. So, yeah, this is what the Boss Girls is. Now, over to Khushu.
Okay, so let me tell you about the team. Our team members consist of Pushu. Firstly, she's the techno, the brain, the brawn. She's basically the team lead of the project, and she has basically heavily invested herself into NFTs, and she just envisions how to make this project the next big thing. And next up is me. I'm Alize. I'm the marketeer and the storyteller here at the Boss Girls. And there is Rabia. She has introduced herself. She's the content strategist and the social media manager. Then we have my little brother. His name is Ayan. He's a storyteller about. We also have a game in mind, so he's basically gonna help us out with the game. And other than that, there is Dr. Tamara. She has her own app, which she would like to we would like to like collaborate with her and integrate her app into our own project. And the details about the app would be told by Kushu. So over to you.
Hi, everyone. I hope you actually understand the main purpose and how the boss girls came into being. So about our utilities, what we're going to do is that after a sale, we're going to donate 20% of our sales, 20% of our sales to a foundation that is Million Smile, and they're going to like help women to get education in Pakistan, as well as arrange certain training programs for them. Now, coming up to the application, the more details about the whole foundation is going to be covered by Alize, but I'll tell you about the application. What we have in mind is that to create a complete social media platform where women around the globe are going to gather and they can communicate each other and basically empower each other. How that is going to be, the women are going to be divided into communities, and they can actually decide a goal, and that is going to be 100 days of INA. For 3 months they're going to actually have that they're going to like do that certain task every day in order to make them that task a habit. That task could be actually a small task as an exercise routine, or actually developing a whole application, or either learning web 3.0. So if anyone actually misses a certain task, there will be a whole community backup, and asking that person why you have missed a task, so that person won't feel alone in this world. So that is how we actually think of empowering women around the globe, by actually connecting them, providing them a platform in order to like a woman for a woman who supports them. So that is our application. And other than that, what we have thought, actually, that is actually under process. We want to be the first woman-led project that is going to enter into the metaverse through a game. We're going to actually convert our whole NFT collection into 3D models, and then we are going to like make a metaverse for the women and also men who actually supports women empowerment at the end of the day. The whole script of the game is being written by a little young boy, Alize's brother, and like we all are actually gathering everyone around the globe in Pakistan in order to empower women. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, you guys can ask, and Adison can cover up how we're going to empower women by our sales.
So let me ask you something. I mean, I look at your avatar and really your NFTs. I see so many opportunity for different pieces to be created as NFTs and marketing wise, and to help create your story and your cause. Do you have any of your avatar? Is it based on a real life person, or is it just based on different
So
things? I
yeah,
mean,
so basically we're basically covering different careers. So we're going to like help women to like own themselves. Either they are black women, either they are different cultures, Asian women, they can own themselves. We're going to like celebrate each and every single tradition around the globe. Also, other than that, we're going to make women's like different superheroes that are actually women. For example, Supergirl. We are going to make the Guardian. We're going to convert some men's superheroes into women, so like that would be like a woman empowerment in that area. Other than that, we're going to make women in different professions in which they're not respected equally. For example, if a woman is a racer, if a woman is a footballer, she's not given the same respect, same pay as a man. So we're going to celebrate them too. So that is how our collection is actually based on.
and you're minting on Ethereum.
Yeah, that's the question. That is the question that is completely dependent on the community, as Ethereum gas price is quite much, as you guys know. So we have two options: either to go with Polygon or either to go with Solana. But I think as we're going to actually enter into the metaverse, and it's very important to go for Solana, as it is known for its gamification. Still,
Yeah,
it's
I was
under
going to
process.
mention
So
that to you. I was going to ask you about that. Yeah, because like now with the gas prices, I was just talking about this. Not all blockchains are created equal, but like everything else, are you into wearing Nikes or Adidas? And also, do they all do the purpose? Yes, but what brand do you want to wear? And I think that's where people need to kind of understand what the blockchain is about. We're gonna be hosting some classes on the blockchain, because one of our members, Robin, she's gone to our events, but she's been doing blockchain, talking about traveling the world, talking about it since 2017. So we just always thought that was such an empowering thing for her to do, to raise awareness. So we're gonna host something with her. So again, this is so incredible where we're going about this. So with the blockchain now, you're doing. Ida, you're here. Hi, let me bring him up. So with the blockchain, you can literally utilize all kinds of, anything really, but depending what you want to use for. So using the so not the Ethereum, I think starting out makes more sense. Don't you agree? Peter, you're in a space, you would know. You raise your hand, you're in a woman's space. How are you?
Of course. Let's get women all the way up, 100%. I didn't hear the question I was connecting as you asked.
Oh no, we were just talking about the whole purpose of Empower Yourself Monday, our podcast, is to onboard women from all over the world. We usually focus on South Florida, but since we're talking to women NFT and women communication, South Florida has been promoting NFT to our members since last year. So now this year we want to continue the conversation. And so now this time the Boss Girl NFT is launching their project. And so we're thrilled to be able to feature them. But I asked them what kind of, what blockchain are you going to be on? And I always have to remind people, not all, I can say not all blockchain are created equal. Yes, to the point, but what is your choice? Do you and also you have to look at the utilities too. You see, what is it giving you? Because if you sit there and worry about if you're walking around in a Louis Vuitton bag or a Coach bag, it don't matter. They both do the same thing, but the price difference is there. So again, the gas price would change that. So that's how I'm that. This is my analogy of blockchain and the different variety of them. And when I talk to a space full of men, I would say Nikes or Adidas. For women, I'm like Louis Vuitton or Coach.
I would say change that to vehicles instead of fashion, and then you'll have an analogy that's solid because sneakers are sneakers, and it's about status, and the vehicles do different things. So, do you need an SUV, a pickup truck, a sports car, a 4-cylinder, a 6-cylinder? And now you're talking about what each blockchain is for, because each blockchain has its use case. It has its niche. It'll try to do everything, but it does one thing great. Like my Toyota Corolla can absolutely tow a U-Haul trailer. It's not meant to. I shouldn't do it though. It's really stupid if I did. But my Toyota Tacoma could absolutely tow that same trailer, and it's meant to do it.
That's what I love about you. Thank you for that does make a lot more sense in the way I put my analogies first. I'm thinking about what a woman would think, like, do I buy a CoverGirl lipstick or a Chanel lipstick, but it does the same thing, right? But then you're right, depending what the utility is and what, because even though the lipstick might be this brand, but what does it really do, right? So yeah, the analogy of a car makes sense, I guess, because for most women, we don't think about cars in a sense. Well, maybe do.
Let's pick something that women use that has a variety of utility. And I wouldn't know what that is because I'm not a woman first. So why don't you tell me what's an item, an IRL, that you can use, but you can use, there are different forms of that item. And like, hey, if there are three different objects that you use for the same thing, and each object does something different.
That's true. So, but you know what? I don't want to get sidetracked because the space is about the Boss Girl NFT. But yes, you're right. And I'm gonna practice my pitch some more then, because I love that concept. And Tiny Rex, how are you? I have your name. You're welcome. And I think Tiny Rex, are you part of you are part of the Boss Girl, right?
At the very least, I'm supporting it. I'm not like a direct part of the team, but I'm absolutely supporting it. I love what they're doing. They're great people too.
We appreciate you for this.
Yeah, Tiny Rex is our like the oldest supporter, and she has been with us since a long time. So she's one of the persons who actually motivated us to actually do this.
Oh, thank you. Also, I'm in South Florida, so I'll be your South Florida liaison then.
Oh my God, we're in South Florida.
I saw that. I was wondering if one of the team was in South Florida. I just didn't know it.
No, we're Women in Communication. We're the South Florida chapter of Women in Communication. So like actually, we did a lot of stuff for a lot of events in Miami and stuff. We did one every month. It seemed like at one time in Miami back in the 2000 10, 11, 12. We're very big down in Miami. But now, because of what's going on, we just haven't really done much. We spent 5 years at the Boca Resort. On the, I said it sounds tough, right? 5 years, 5 years of networking. Last Tuesday of every month, where we honor a nonprofit and we raise awareness about them. We run a campaign and we raise money for them. If we can't raise money, we give them a free media campaign. I don't know if you ladies understand how expensive that is for a lot of people, but because this is what we do, we feature them for. And because of the pandemic, we couldn't do that anymore. So we're looking at different ways to really empower women and also nonprofits. So we're like, we're featuring NFT women artists, musicians, anyone that's dealing with has a female lead project. We want to focus on that, and then and continue growing with that, and also connect them with a nonprofit. So maybe they could have their own project going on. So that's what our goal is for Empower Yourself Monday.
That's awesome.
So let's get back to the Boss Girl NFT. So with that in mind, so when is your actual launch of your mint? When will you guys be doing this? And can you tell us your as far as your goals? I mean, is this going to be? This is like a total lifetime project. I mean, you can make this continue on. Tell us some more about that. It's like, where do you guys see yourself? What is your? There's a word for this. I've been sitting in spaces talking about this. Where do your roadmap? What's your roadmap? Anybody want to answer? Do you guys have a roadmap set up for like where you see yourself? I think we kind of like mentioned it earlier, like you want to have a game, you have this, but do you have a roadmap set up, written up? Because I noticed a lot of NFT projects, they all have a
Yep.
roadmap.
Yeah, exactly. So basically our roadmap is set up, but we're going to actually display it in the Discord soon, as soon as we have around about 400 followers in the Discord. Right now we are actually building our community. We're trying to make actual connections, because that is very important at the end of the day. People who support us and the people we support. So in the NFT space, I have a very good thing that I actually used to say. First of all, we actually need to take care of the community, and the community will take care of our project. So right now we are just focusing on the community building. Yep.
So yeah, community building is really, really important. And you guys are doing great, by the way, because I'm like, we're in a lot of private group together. But so tell us more, because I noticed, like I look at your project, what I think of? I think it's such an incredible project. Besides being incredible, but the amount of accessories that you can make for your project, for your NFT. Are you guys willing to kind of talk a little bit about that? Because I mean, you can have different women NFTs for different type of careers they wear, but then I look at this and I think of like the accessories that come with this project that people would be so excited about, like the hats, the sunglasses, like what women love to do. Dress the NFT up. So can we chat a bit about that as far as your accessories are concerned, and how many of you guys are putting together? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. We haven't exactly thought about the accessories though. Now that you mention it, it sounds really interesting. So we should consider that. But mostly for now, we're focusing on trying to reach out to the women who do not have power to decide for themselves. We're basically hoping to give them a platform so that they can voice to just give them a voice, and so that they could speak for themselves, choose for themselves, decide for themselves. So we're just focusing entirely on that for now. But yes, we can consider about the accessories for now. We as we mentioned, we're going to contribute 20% of our sales towards empowering women. And how do we aim to do that? We will be I've recently reached out to a foundation here in Pakistan. It goes by MSF, the Million Smiles Foundation. So they have a lot of influence in our country, and they're spread over on to 160 cities. So they have a lot of outreach, and they have a lot of a big team basically. So what we aim to do is we shared our vision with them, and we told them that how do we want the women to actually excel in other careers and etc. And they were very much enthralled to hear about that, because everybody talks about um, all the other issues women face, but nobody talks about the issues the educated women face. So yeah, we are basically hoping to partner up with them and just start a movement from there. And other than that, online we are like providing services to women, women-led projects and other projects, as the boss girl mentioned, that other projects who are supporting women empowerment, we are hoping to provide them with our services, because we have like developers, we have artists, and I forgot to mention about our own artist. Her name is Nosheen, and she was busy, so she's not currently available, but she's also like an amazing artist. And that's what we aim to do. And through our platform, we also encourage women to like to just continue doing what they're doing, and because they're doing the best they can, and they just want to have more platforms like AWC, like so that they can actually come forward and talk about their their goals and their aims, and etc. And especially in this NFT community, there are very less women, like only 16% are there. So I believe that these platforms are very much needed so that women can be empowered to continue doing what they do best.
Oh no, I really agree with you. I think it's so important that more women have given the opportunity, and I think that's one of the reasons why we, as a board, we started talking about this, because I myself, Tanya Schultz, and you see my there's something wrong with my Android phone, so I'm kind of like frozen in there. So I can't even really do anything about it, but I'm not gonna, the show must continue on. But I myself discovered so much community when it comes to women artists and NFT, even with the musicians, because like right now, A-Rod, who is part of my, I'm part of a whole project, NFT Music Radio. So A-Rod down here is one of the co-founders with us. And I talk about this where we want to have more women performers who are getting more musicians who are women to come play in our concerts, because we want to empower that. Because really, you guys think about it, Twitter demographic is 30% women and 70% men. But if we run the analytics properly, like I'm doing right now, we can change that. I've done it. I've literally watched, I think we had a concert on Friday, right, A-Rod? We had a concert on Friday, and I noticed like, oh my God, we should bring more women in here. I screenshot this, showed it to a private group message that we are all involved in. And all these incredible women responded by showing up. So again, as a community of NFT artists, I think it's incredible what everyone's doing. So we want to feature that. But the most important thing is this is an Empower Yourself Monday, meaning we want to feature a story that empowers, that like empowers them. Like that, we want people, women, projects that want to tell us the empowerment of their story. Then we want to be able, by telling that, it gives the opportunity for the other women to feel like, you know what, I should grab the mic. I should say something about my story or my project. So that's why we're here today, ladies. We want other women to be able to grab the mic and say, hey, I'm here to tell my story too. So so with the Boss Girl NFT, I find it interesting from where they're from and how their background is. Like, I could imagine living in that era and that time. I mean, like that, in that part of the world, let's put it that way. Because it's harder for women in that part of the world than it is for women in America. I mean, we feel, we're blessed because we have a lot, for us, but there are women in the world that don't have that. And so with that in mind, we want to be able to be, I call them our sisters of the world, because we're all our sisters, because this is what it is about, is empowering each other. And empower yourself, it's about hearing each other's story and then connecting with that story to share your own story. So so glad that you ladies are here. And we actually, let's go ahead and open the mic. We want to make sure this is like 60-minute packed full of information. And so New World, Aldor asked for the mic, so I'm going to go ahead and give it to. So did you ladies want to share anything else about what are other things you guys coming across? Who else is anyone interviewing you ladies about your projects? Am I going to be turning on Good Morning America and then I see the Boss Girl NFT on there? Or tell us more about your media plan as far as where you guys want to see yourself.
Yeah. So what we want to do is that we are actually going to host. We are actually going to conduct some podcasts with some inspiring women in order to inspire young girls that they're not alone in this world, and there are people who are going to help them, support them in any circumstances. So yeah, we are actually jotting down some list of speakers that we're going to like interview. And what else we are doing? I think we're doing a blog that Rabia will actually cover.
So yeah, we are also hosting spaces where we listen to people's projects on women empowerment, and we plan to write blogs on them to spread a word about their projects. We want to support women in space playing a part in this beautiful cause because we believe that together we all can make a change. So yeah.
Yeah, I want Boss Girls to be remembered as a movement of changing the media mindset. Yeah, that is where I see the Boss Girls.
Yeah, because definitely, like here, especially like speaking about Pakistan, but truly is like the issue of the Asian countries, like all of our neighboring countries. So basically, like our media portrays like this this picture about how a woman should be, and how a woman is like considered to be, you know, a perfect and this picture perfect person. But for real, like every woman is amazing in her own self, and she has to just own to it. Like beauty is in confidence, that's what I say. And that can only come if she believes in herself, and actually, you know, like owns up to whoever she chooses for herself. And that's how we can that's what we aim to do. That we want to bring forward women who are like in different careers and are excelling and are, you know, doing great. That's what we aim to do at the end.
Perfect.
Hi, I
Thank
would like to share a little bit of my story, if that's all right, just very quickly.
Yeah, can we let me finish real quick with
Yeah.
you'll be next. I just want to like finish with the boss girl real quick about what their project is, and I want to be mindful also our secretary who is also a doctor, Jean Petre. She's very busy. So I want to also have her input too because she is part of the board, and I want her to say, you know, Jean, did you have something to share or do you want to ask any questions?
Gosh, I'm absorbing it all. You ladies are introducing me to things that I haven't heard about before, so I'm taking notes. Other than that, no questions at this time. Thank you all for being present and for really helping me to understand more about not only empowering women but educating me as to where all of this is going, all this technology is going that we can now utilize to stay, not only in communication, but to empower ourselves. So I just wanted to give a big thanks to everyone for being here today.
Thank you. Yes, this is really eye opening. Actually, I'm so glad that you're here. But we're going to continue talking more about NFTs and women and art and music and the things that the blockchain can do for us, and to really empower women all across the world and really empower people in general. I mean, we can. That's why it's empower yourself. Empower yourself is to you learn from other people and then think about what you've done and empower yourself. And I think that's the key to this conversation. So I also wanted to go ahead and open the mic. Anyone else want to ask some questions? I got my good friend here, Dr. Donna is to me, but Dr. J. Author, she hosts this incredible spaces herself. We had her featured in the National Women in Communication. She was one of our speakers talking about social audio. Love to hear her thoughts. She hosts them, and she's such an empowered woman too. So, and then also I have A-Rod, who is part of my um, NFT Music Radio. So I want her to pop in and say hi too. So everybody, I'm inviting you guys, and anybody else in here would like to grab the mic, please come up and share it. So, and then if you want to go ahead and ask the Boss Girl NFT anything, please do. And Peter, go ahead. How are you? You got your hands up?
Yes, doing well. I completely missed the purpose of Boss Girl NFT, and I was wondering if I could get another quick understanding, please. I'm looking at your Twitter space page right now.
Rabia, could you like go through the introduction again?
Yeah, sure. So basically, Boss Girls is an NFT project that is launching a collection of NFTs to, celebrate women belonging to different careers, be it doctors, be it, uh, be it a singer, be it an engineer, be it a dancer, or anyone. Because over here, it is believed that some careers are only, uh, male oriented, and women do not get equal opportunities and equal respect in those careers. So basically, we want to launch our NFTs to become a voice for all those women. Also over here, many girls in many underdeveloped and rural areas, many girls are locked out of education. Girls are not sent to schools to keep them unaware of their rights that they have, rights that the law gives them. uh, and people don't want the girls to become more vocal. People don't want girls to know their rights and become more vocal about the way their lives are misled. So yeah, so we want to become a voice for all those girls as well. And also, um, gender norms are very regressive over here in some areas where it is believed that women are only supposed to stay at homes, cook, do the house chores, get married to a suitable man, and not to work. But the girls are capable of doing so much more. They dream to do so much in life, but they don't get equal opportunities and support. So we want to become a voice for all those girls and all those women.
I hope that made we've addressed your question.
And I totally understand where your project is going
I have
to.
the gist of what the project is doing.
So we're wow. I'm actually screen recording because I want to promote the space real fast, and because I want to get some more people in the space. But I understand where you guys. I'm from Vietnam originally. I'm like I was raised to believe that my life is not good enough unless I marry the right person, or every job that I wanted to do is not good enough because I have to be married to the right person. So I've been married 3 times, 4 times now. So 4 times the charm. But so I totally understand what you're saying, and it's one of the reasons why I became the president of Women in Communication in 2008. I ran because I want to be the president of one of the oldest women in America for my area. So that's one of the reasons why I did it. So I understand the direction of your, your project. So, so hi, A-Rod, how are you? Hi, Dr. J, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing well. How are you guys?
Doing great. Thank you for being here, by the way. And then Dr. J, thank you for being here. I really appreciate. Yeah, Dr. J has some incredible space. And when you talk about women's sexuality, so a lot of women, like, we're told not to talk about that, it's really young because that's bad. But if you get a chance to jump into Dr. J's space, get to know her, follow her, she does some incredible spaces, and she's an incredible space host. So please make sure you follow her. And she does. Can you say something, Dr. J? She's going on and on about her.
Yes. Hi, Tanya. Hi, everyone. Delighted to hear this exciting topic. Empowering yourself is always spectacular. I've been in the sexuality field for 45 years, and my work has been about empowering men and women to find their strength in sexuality, moving away necessarily from the negative things that have happened. And my space is about creating sexuality to be right here, integrated in our everyday life. My space is at noon Eastern time. I'm not relegated to darkness or late night. This is about sharing factual information, giving women and men a space to breathe life into the sexuality and pleasure that they would like to have. So I'm all about empowering and using sex for its strength-based direction. And I'd love to have you join in. And this is a great space, Tanya. I'm looking forward to Empower Yourself Monday, every Monday.
Thanks for being part of this. And yeah, so and after this, I'm gonna be at NFT Music Radio with my girl A-Rod here. We're part of the founding members. So we were like everything, like all women in the world, we wear different hats, right? And I think that's what the Boss Girl NFT is about. Showcasing all the different women in the world with different hats, different jobs that they have to go through besides taking care of their family, especially now with the pandemic. They say that a lot of women are going, this is my job to research this. I mean, I'm obsessed about reading what's happening. So because of the pandemic, it's causing a lot of women to not work, because they got to take care of their family, the kids and everything. So we're losing women in the workforce. So with the NFT, I feel like it's such an incredible time that we empower these women, even though just like the blogging mothers, same thing. But this is just a little bit more intense because now they're forced to. So that they have to come up with something because they're home, they're not doing anything. So at the end of the day, they feel, they need that connection. So the Boss Girl NFT project, when I looked into it, resonate with me. And it don't matter where you're at in the world. To be empowered, you have to, it's not about giving someone a free meal. It's about teaching them a skill that they can continue empowering themselves and feed their family. So that's why we're here today. So again, but then, the Boss Girl, did you guys want to say anything else, add anything? Because I want to I'm opening up the mic, so people are going to be popping up. And I also want to give New World Ardor the mic too, because that's what we're here for. And hello, Mr. B. I will we'll be right with you. We're having a women empowerment. It's Empower Yourself Monday for us at Women in Communications.
Oh, shit. Should I leave because I'm not a woman?
No, you can stay here. Empowerment. You can stay here, Mr. B. I just want to let you know.
Yeah.
That's what you're walking into.
Well, you talk about empowerment. So my wife's got a very senior job in a really big company.
Yes. Let's talk about your wife.
And
yes, your wife.
She's amazing. And I'm sorry to bore people with that. I'm so proud of my wife. She's got an OBE, which is kind of quite a big honor in the UK.
Tell us what that entails to have that honored.
So, so she empowers young people in her job with early careers, future leaders. She sits on two charities, which is all about helping young people get a good start in life and get a good career. And as I said, become future leaders. So she has workshops with 19-year-olds, 21-year-olds that at that age, they've been identified as future leaders of the company she works for, which the OBE stands for the Order of the British Empire. So it's quite a massive award, and I'm so proud of her. I'm so proud.
She's going to go. She's meeting the Queen, right?
Yeah, we're both meeting the Queen.
Yay! That's awesome.
Yeah, and I can't stop talking about it. So anyone that's heard me talk about it, tell me to shut up because.
No, we love that. We love that.
And someone that is, and I hate using this word, someone of colour, because we don't use that word in our household. Like, I'm black. Sorry, she's black. I didn't even know what colour I was then. She's black. I'm white. We've got a mixed race relationship, and we've been married, 15 years now, and I'm so proud. And it was so nice over Christmas that my mum and dad were down, her mum was down, and we had a kind of double celebration between all of us, and recognizing the amazing things that she's done, and for the background that she had. And she had nothing, very poor family, and she's got to where she's got, very senior. It's amazing. It's an amazing achievement. And yeah, you're right. We get to see the Queen, which that doesn't bother me that much because I'm not a royalist, but it's all about her. And her grandmother got an OBE as well 60 years ago. So it kind of runs in families.
See, that's beautiful. So I think that's beautiful.
So I need to step up. I need to get an OBE next.
No, I think you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, empowering your wife, standing behind her and pushing her along. I think that's the key too, because they say and a successful man, the only way it's just that there's a woman standing behind him kicking his ass to get him going, right? So an empowered woman needs a man next to him to say, hey, we can do this together. So thank you so much for sharing that with us, Mr. B. So we have about 9 minutes. I want to be really mindful to everyone's time. So I want to go ahead and let New World Order. She want to share her story. Tell us. Hi, how are you?
Hi, hello. Thank you for having me up here. This is a wonderful space. I don't want to take too much of everybody's time, but some of what I'm working on presenting right now, I am a musician, but I have spent quite a bit of time coming from the audio engineering and mixing and mastering side of it. And it's male dominated. And the narrative that you go through as a woman there is very, very different and very influential to how you present yourself and what types of things you present. And what I'm experiencing right now are wanting to share the truths, the very profound truths of experiences that we all share, while still trying to be what's considered a quote professional woman. I am formally educated, and the two worlds are not working well together. So just finding ways to communicate that in spaces where people have a broad mindset for
I'm
these
so
types
glad
of insight.
I'm so glad. I wish I could. Okay, so I'm Tanya Schultz. I'm the one with the pink avatar. I'm glad you're here because I would love for you to follow me. I'll follow you right back. A Rod right there in the top corner. Also, she is one of the co-founder of we're the NFT Music Radio, and we're actually trying to bring more women musician on board. Our founder is Basil. He's a doctor by day also. He he agrees with me too, and he's from Syria, so he's trying to raise awareness about women empowerment and all that stuff too. So if you get a chance, come up. We'd love to hear your music and play, and we'll feature you because we don't just feature you. We have a concert, we make videos, I live stream everything. Our streams get an average of 10 to 12,000 views. So, NFT is a huge thing, especially NFT musician, and especially and we want to feature more women. So,
It's
I
also
got you.
Thank you.
a great place to network and meet new people.
And the more women we can get musician wise come on board, that's why like this itself, like Empower Yourself Monday, we're expecting this to grow tremendously every Monday because Monday, and we do it at 10 a.m. because that's when the kids have gone. We'll have a little time to kind of like take a breather, unwind. If you're working, you can take a time. This is when women tend to like, unwind a little bit before their day really get hectic. So that's why we do a 10 a.m. And so today's episode is about the Boss Girl NFT, and we have about 6 minutes left. So, girls, on the closing remark, ladies, I hate calling you ladies, girls, but because of your your handle. On closing remarks, tell us what you're looking for now and what you want people to do. I pin your pin tweet on to the space. So tell us. We have about 6 minutes. We can go a little bit over, but I wanted to be really mindful about the time.
Yeah, sure. So thank you for pinning it up to the top. And for now, as the boss girls mentioned, that we are only looking for a healthy and organic community. So we're just all of our efforts are going into that because we know that our project is very much like it needs the support of the community. Like we know that if we have a strong community, then we might be able to go forward and move with might be able to like make things happen. What we're saying, we want to actually implement those. And so we believe that if we have a strong community, so we'll be able to do that. And we definitely need the push and pat on the back, and that's what makes everything going. So yeah, thank you so much for this space and for hosting us and making us your first uh, first project to chat about and empower women. And the boss girls, you would like to add something else?
Tanya, you can speak, then I'll add.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I just think this is fantastic. So can you tell us like how can we get a hold of you? What's your social media handle, your website, all that stuff. So that's this way I have it.
So, okay, about the website will be launched, I think, 2 3 days, 2 weeks before the actual mint. So what we want to do is that we need maximum followers on our Twitter and Discord. And I just wanted to thank you guys for actually having us and spreading out a word about the Boss Skills and what Boss Skills stands for. Boss Skills actually stands for women empowerment, and in this women empowerment movement, we actually need men to support us because women are going to empower women, but we need the men by our sides because their mind has to be changed in order to empower women at the end of the day. So that is what I wanted to share. At the end of the day, the Boss Girls just wants to make a world better for the upcoming generations, and this is a movement. Thank you for being a part of it.
Thank you. And go ahead.
Yeah, so I just wanted to add that other than our Twitter account, we also have our Discord, and we're looking forward for more people to join in so that we can start with the engagement and all the games and everything that we have in plan. So we're basically looking for people to join us in. So if you can help us spread the word, that'll be amazing.
Of course, we're women in communications. Of course, we're going to help you spread the word. But yes, no, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you guys. When you guys leave today on this space, make sure you follow everyone in this space. And also, if you have a project that you want to be featured in, and as long as women lead, we're updating our website right now. We're going to have a whole we blog quite a bit, so we're updating a lot of. We're actually migrating one website to another website to add more to the website. So we're planning to blog every episode that we host. So this should be up in our website in the next couple of days. And this whole space is recorded. So make sure you come back and take a look at it because Twitter is actually running the analytics now too. So you can it tells us how many people listen to the replay. So we'll be sending this the whole recording out to our membership and to our followers in an email. So again, everybody, thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. And the Boss Girl, did you have a last word? Because I wanted you to have the last final word.
Yeah, just spread positivity and women will do great. And all the very best, everyone.
And again, thank you everybody for being here. And I will share out the blog post. We're gonna finish. I'm gonna. It's being transcribed now. As a matter of fact, one thing nice about doing Twitter Spaces all the time, I have it all down packed. So we'll have the blog updated and posted in the next couple of days, so you guys can go ahead and use that for your kit, your media kit, because that's the most important things. And then keep us posted and let me know if we can help you in any way. And Peter, thank you so much for coming on here and sharing your thoughts, because it's always important to have a man's point of view too, and especially explaining the different type of blockchain. It makes so much more sense now for me. I appreciate you for kind of like, hey, you should describe it like a car, and it does. It makes a lot of sense. So, and Mr. B, I appreciate you so much for being here, sharing your wife's wonderful news and being there for her, because an empowered woman needs a community, but also she needs her husband, boyfriend, her brothers, everybody, her man next to her, telling her and empower her to do the next thing, because an empowered woman empowers the community and the village. So again, everyone.
Well, thank you for those words, and so take care, everyone.
Take care, everybody. Have a great day, and we will be back. And don't forget, I will be going live on NFT Music Radio. Mondays are Women Empowerment segment. So again, have an awesome day, everyone. Bye. I appreciate you.
Have a good day. Thank you for having us.